Oh, behold the great keepers of knowledge on high, with titles and footnotes stacked up to the sky. Each lecture a sermon, each journal a creed, their brows furrowed heavy with data we need. They sit in tall towers, their windows all narrow, peering down at the masses. How quaint, how bone marrow. The doctor, the scholar, the famed engineer, all speak from on high so the truth may be clear. But dare you to question, dare raise a hand? They scoff, roll their eyes, they barely withstand the babbling of peasants, who haven't the training, the nuances, methods, the logic restraining. Trust us, they say, for we carry the light. The depths are too dark, the heights too high. And thus, like the clergy of knowledge, they reign, and look down on the world with a barely hid disdain. But murmurs are growing down there on the ground, a rustling of feathers, a building of sound. Who made them the rulers, the all-knowing ones? Who gave them a patent on moonlight and suns? The people grow restless, the voices are bold. Why should the truth be a thing bought and sold? These experts, they grumble, have hidden it all, locked truth in their jargon, entombed in their hall. They hoard it like dragons with smug, smoky smiles. Is their wisdom so fragile it shatters in piles? Why must we bow? Why should we kneel, when half of these eggheads don't know how it feels? And thus rises outrage, a cry from the heart. Let truth be as common as bread in a cart. The experts, affronted, respond with great ire, their temples pulse hot with intellectual fire. How dare they disparage the fruits of our years, our countless experiments, our doubts and our fears? They clamor and sputter, they clutch at their findings, each graph and each theorem, each point undermining. This mob has no patience, no taste for hard truths. They just want quick answers like gluttonous youths. We sweat and we labor, we peer through the haze, while they just want certainty, truth on a tray. Fine, let them stumble, let them all fail. We'll see who comes crawling with cheeks thin and pale. They retreat to their towers, they slam shut the doors, and whisper of ignorance spreading like spores. Then comes the revolt, like a storm on the plain, the masses rejecting the scholar's domain. Down with the towers, down with the books. Who needs an expert when Wikipedia looks pretty solid at first glance, or so it would seem, though half of it's nonsense and some just a meme. Degrees are dismissed, and schooling's derided. For why should one listen to those who divided themselves from the people, the pure common sense? They're over-educated, they've lost innocence. And so, with a cheer, the Luddites stand tall, the experts ousted, their libraries full. The world is a canvas, no rules to obey. Just follow your instincts and fumble away. The dust settles down, the fervor subsides, and people find wisdom in smaller divides. Truth is a hobby, a quaint kind of game, with theories and findings and formulas lame. Knowledge is everyone's, free as a breeze. From grandma's old rumors to Fred's folk disease, but slowly it hits, this itch in the air. A vague sense that maybe we're going nowhere. No one has answers, everyone's lost, decentralized knowledge at an unbearable cost. We all have opinions, yet struggle to know if anything's real, if anything's so. An era of twilight, of shadow and doubt, and some in the silence begin to call out. At last, from the ashes, a new order forms, where wisdom arises in free-flowing swarms. The experts return, but no longer on high. No towers, no gatekeeping truths in the sky. They work in the open, they publish it plain, explaining each concept, not speaking in rain. It's knowledge that's grounded, each fact held to light, for all to dissect, to debate, to rewrite. The people grow curious, and schools open doors with teaching that answers, not just because, of course. The scientists post on forums and threads, and bakers and artists get into their heads. All truth decentralized, free as a seed, yet tested and tended with thoughtful, slow speed. It's the Socratic ideal reborn, but with tech. A wisdom of many, no single-necked wreck. Knowledge dispersed, yet rigor retained. A system where questioning isn't disdained. And thus, from the rubble emerges a pact. That truth is a journey, not a guarded fact. So here we arrive at this final great stage, where wisdom and inquiry dance on one page. No priesthood of experts, yet no angry crowd. Just seekers of knowledge, both humble and proud.